Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Wyoming Cowboys. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cowboys offense will get the first crack at it here. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Cowboys will punt this one away.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time.
The return is tackled down at the 31.
So the Utah State Aggies offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He's right on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're going to throw it again. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He'll pull it on the read. Sweet cut there. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Quickly to the tight end. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's another first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Avan. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They call it a coffin quarter kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Dances away from one. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Comes out throwing on first down. Going for the big play. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Coming out with it, it's Davis. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening and throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll throw it on first down. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
At the 21-yard line. Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally scoring. We've got a field goal on the board.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Pulls and fires complete.
First down pass. Complete on the edge. Brought down at the 33-yard line. Second down.
Here on second and short. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. 4 wide receivers set, trips to the left on 2nd and 3.
Second down.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Runs through the tackle. Tough sledding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal in this ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Makes one man miss.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving. Get it.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gives it to the back on the draw. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Coastal Carolina answered the bell away from Conway today with an impressive victory. The Chanticleers knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Afterburners coming. Past the 10. Touchdown, Utah State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll throw it on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his defenders, and he couldn't hold on. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.